Hey guys, welcome to TechPort, and this is Realme 1. Realme is a sub-brand by Oppo and I'm using this smartphone since 20 days now, and here is the full review of this smartphone. First of all, starting with the design, then I have mixed feelings about it. From back it looks super awesome with that fiberglass and that diamond glossy effect on it. Feels nice in hands, but in most of the areas plastic is used. And even on the front there is no Gorilla Glass protection, but this smartphone comes with a pre-applied screen guard, so it is a good thing. This smartphone has very less weight to it, so it feels very light in hands and it is very much fingerprint magnet. But a good thing that I like is that they have provided a transparent case in the box. Now moving on to the display, then this smartphone comes with the 6-inch Full HD Plus display with 18:9 aspect ratio, and I am pretty amazed because it has very good brightness and is visible under direct sunlight. So at this price, that is rupees 8,990, this is a 3GB RAM plus 32GB variant that I am using. And this is one of the best display that you will get in budget smartphones under rupees 10,000. Now moving on to the camera, then most of the users prefer good camera rather than choosing performance. And in this smartphone you get 13 megapixel camera on the rear that comes with aperture of f2.2, and in the front it has 8 megapixel camera with aperture f2.2 again. Here are some shots that are shot on this smartphone, that is Realme 1, and I just want to say this, that this smartphone comes with a really great cameras, whether it is on rear or on the front. Yes, there is just single camera on the rear, but with some AI algorithm, it is also capable of generating that depth effect on both front and the rear cameras. Now on the front camera, the depth effect is pretty good. I mean, it is not that great. As you can see in the picture, depth effect is some sort of out of the order, but yes, the pictures looks great. And on the rear camera I have mixed feelings, and it is because sometimes the depth effect do not work and sometimes it does. And I hope that Oppo, or you can say the Realme, will solve these issues in further software updates. And yes, talking about the software, then this smartphone runs on Android 8.1, and on the top of it there is Oppo's custom UI, that is Color OS. Now coming back to the camera, then it can shoot videos up to 1080 pixels at the rate of 30 frames per second, but I was not able to see the slow motion video settings anywhere in this smartphone. For me, this is clearly a con of this smartphone because sometimes I love to shoot slow motion videos. So it has also this 3.5mm headphone jack, and I loved the audio output. It is loud, it is clear and has a good bass to it. Whereas on other hand, the speaker output on this smartphone is loud, but I think it's noisy and gives an awkward feeling to the ears. So one of the best features that I like about this smartphone is that it has dual 4G SIM support, and it also comes with that dedicated micro SD card slot. And it is a very good thing about this Realme 1. Now coming on to the processing, then I just have to say that this smartphone, if compared to Antutu benchmarks of Redmi Note 5 Pro, then Realme 1 wins with a huge benchmark scores from Redmi Note 5 Pro. But benchmarks can differ from the real performance tests, and in that case Realme 1 wins completely, and I am saying it because the Redmi Note 5 Pro heats much compared to the Realme 1, and Realme 1 still has that 3GB RAM compared to the 4GB RAM of Redmi Note 5 Pro, and there is also a huge price difference between both of the smartphones. Now moving on to the battery, then it has 3400 mAh battery with no fast charging, so it takes approximately 2.5 hours from 0 to 100% of battery charge. It also does not have that USB Type-C port for the charging, but it's okay at this price point. Now talking about the battery backup, then it was pretty good and full day normal usage is not a problem. Now finally coming on to the conclusion, then Realme 1 is a great device, and for this price, that is rupees 8,990, that has 3GB RAM and 32GB internal memory. There is also a 4GB RAM with 64GB internal memory variant, that is for 10,990 rupees. These both memory variants gives a true value for money and even more. And in extra you are getting some nice cameras and that performance that is better than Redmi Note 5 Pro. So if you are interested in buying any of these variants of Realme 1, buying links are given below in the description of this video. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching, meet you in the next one.